Welcome to Solving Multi-Step Equations Part 2. Please make sure you have an equations graphic organizer and you label the top of your paper. Today's objective is the learner will be able to solve multi-step equations using their knowledge of like terms, the distributive property, and inverse operations. Don't forget you will need a multi-step equations graphic organizer. If you don't have one, please pause the video and get the paper. Label the top of the paper Solving Multi-Step Equations Part 2. Don't forget your name and today's date as well. We're going to review the main goal for solving equations. 1 is isolate the variable, and 2 is use inverse operations. The golden rule for solving equations is whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other. Let's review the steps to solving multi-step equations. Step 1, get rid of all the parentheses. Step 2, combine like terms. Step 3, move all the variables to one side using inverse operations. Step 4, move the constants to the other side using inverse operations. And step 5, solve for the variable. I'm going to do examples for you now. Please copy the examples down in the boxes provided on the graphic organizer. The first step is I'm going to draw a line through the equal sign, dividing this in half. We're just going to rewrite the negative 21 because we're not using it right now. Equals. This 3 here means we have to multiply 3 times u minus 5. So we have 3 times u minus 3 times 5, and then we'll just write the minus 5u here. I always rewrite the negative 21 so I don't forget it, and now I'm going to simplify the right side. 3 times u, or 3 times 1u, is just 3u, minus 3 times 5, which is 15, minus 5u. Again, I'll rewrite minus 21 equals, now I have to combine like terms on the right side. I have a positive 3u minus 5u, so really I'm thinking about 3 minus 5, which is negative 2u minus 15. Subtracting 15 on this side, in order to get rid of that, I have to do the inverse, which is add. So I'm going to add 15 to both sides. These are gone. We have negative 2u equals negative 21 plus 15 is going to give me negative 6. Divide both sides by negative 2 because a number next to a variable means multiply. So negative 6 divided by negative 2, I see that u equals 3. You plug 3 back into the original equation and check your answer. Next, example 2. I notice that I have distributive property on both sides. So what I'm going to do first is draw the line. And let's simplify this side as far as we can before we even look at side 2. I have a 2 on the outside. I have to distribute that to the x and distribute that to the 9. So remember, distributing means we're going to multiply. 2 times x is going to give me 2x plus 2 times 9, which is going to give me 18. Equals. On this side I have to distribute the 3 times 2x and 3 times 4. I'm going to write this side out so I don't forget the steps. 3 times 2x minus 3 times 4 plus 6x. Write our equal sign again, write 2x plus 18. 3 times 2 is 6, and don't forget our x, minus 12 plus 6x. Rewrite the left side. There's nothing to simplify over there yet. We're still just carrying this down. Equals. Now we're going to combine like terms on the right side. 6x plus 6x is 12x. Minus 12. Combine like terms. I like to keep the coefficient positive if I can. So I see I have a 12x on the right side and a 2x on the left side. I'm going to move the 2x from here to here using inverse operations. Remember, if there's not a sign in front of a number like this, that means it's a positive, so the opposite is subtracting. Those cancel, we're left with 18 equals 12x minus 2x is 10x minus 12. I have to get this negative 12 or subtracting 12 off of the right side, so I'm going to add 12 to both sides. And I'm going to see that 30 equals 10. 10x. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and write this up here to show the final step. 30 equals 10x. Means I have to divide both sides by 10. And I find out that x equals 3. Okay. You're now going to do 4 independent practice problems on your own. Please copy these problems down on the worksheet in the spaces 1, 2, 3, and 4 and solve the problems. You may pause the video and do that now. When you're done, come back and we'll go through these 4 together. Okay. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and check your answers to the first 4 independent problems. I'll do number 1, and then we'll erase the work and we'll do number 2. So again, we've got the equal sign here. Let's go ahead and just rewrite the 12 minus 7k so we don't forget it, equals, we've got distributive property here on the left side. So I have 5 times negative 3k minus, now let's move this all over here, give ourselves some more room, minus 5 times 4 equals 12 minus 7k. Now we'll redraw our line out here. So 5 times negative 3 is negative 15, and let's not forget the k, so negative 15k minus 20, because minus the 5 times 4, which is minus 20, equals 12 minus 7k. Okay. Again, I see that I've got a negative and a negative in front of the variables, negative 7, negative 15. It doesn't matter at this point, so let's just add the 7k from the left side and get it to the right side. They're gone over here. We've got 12 left. Negative 15 plus 7. Remember, opposite signs subtract to keep the sign of the larger number. So we're going to get negative 8k minus 20 equals 12. Next, we need to get rid of this minus 20, and we do that by using the inverse, which is addition, and we add 20 to both sides. We get negative 8k equals 32. Negative 8k is multiplication. The inverse of multiplication is division, so we have to divide both sides by negative 8. And let's not forget our negative divided by a positive means we're going to end up with a negative answer. So we're going to get k equals negative 4 for number 1. So the answer for number 1 should have been k equals negative 4. Let's go ahead and erase this work, and then we'll do number 2. Okay, number 2. We've got our line through the equal sign here. 20 plus 8x. I'm just going to go ahead and write 20 plus 8x. There's nothing to do there. There's no distributing or anything else. No combining like terms we can do. On this side, though, we've got a 6. Oh. Sorry, let's start that again. Draw the line again. 20 plus 8x, let's write that here. Nothing to do here besides rewrite that. This side we have a 6, we have to distribute, so we have 6 times x plus 6 times 3. 20 plus 8x equals 6x plus 18. Again, the 8x is bigger than the 6x, so let's leave the 8x. We'll subtract 6x from both sides, trying to keep that coefficient positive if we can. Now we have 20 plus 2x equals 18. Okay, we've got to subtract 20 from both sides, and we get 2x equals, if you have 18 and you spend 20, that's too much, so it's going to be a negative. The difference is 2, so it's negative 2. 2x means multiply, so the opposite or inverse of multiplying is division, so we're going to divide both sides by 2, and we'll see that x equals negative 1. Okay. Let's go ahead and check the next two. Numbers 3 and 4. Number 3. Again, first step, we'll draw our line. I can see we're going to have distributive property here and here. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a little more space. I'm going to write those steps out first. So 6 times x minus 6 times 3 plus 3x equals 5 plus 8 times x minus 8 times 4. Alright, now let's draw our line. Like I said, I'd simplify one side first, so let's just simplify the left side down as far as we can before we even start on the right side. 6 times x gives us 6x minus 6 times 3, which is 18, plus 3x. Let's go ahead and combine like terms on this side. We have 6x plus 3x is 9x, and then we've got the minus 18. This left side is simplified as far as it can before we can do inverse operations. So let's write our equal sign, and now let's simplify the right side. 5 plus 8 times x, which is 8x, minus 8 times 4, which is 32. This side, the 8x is all by itself, so we'll rewrite 8x. And we've got a 5 minus 32. Positive 5 and a negative 32 is going to give us negative 27. Again, I notice we have a 9x on this side, 8x over here. 9 is bigger than 8, so I'm going to go ahead and move the 8 over to the left side by subtracting 8x from both sides. On the right side, we're left with negative 27 equals, bring down our negative 18, and 9 minus 8 is x, or 1x. Next, we need to get rid of the negative 18, or subtracting 18, by adding that to both sides. And we have 1x, or just x, equals negative 9. So the answer to this one is x equals negative 9. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll do number 4. Okay. Number 4, I can see we're also going to have to distribute here and here. So again, we'll start and write out with as much space as we can. We've got negative 2x minus 3 times 1. And I like to think of this as a negative 3 being multiplied by everything, that way I don't lose that sign. So I'm going to think of this as a negative 3 times a negative x, or negative 1x, equals 8x, and this is really a 1 in front of here, okay? So we have a negative 1 times 8x, and then a negative 1 times a negative 3. Draw our line, and now let's simplify again the left side before we do the right side. Negative 2x minus 3. Negative 3 times negative 1 is plus 3x equals 8x. Negative 1 times positive 8 is negative, or minus 8x, and -1 and -3 gives us a positive or +3. Simplify terms on the left side and the right side. I notice here that 8x and minus 8x is going to cancel, so there's nothing here except for 3. On the left side we have a -2 plus 3x, which is just going to give us x minus 3. In order to get rid of this -3, we have to add 3 to both sides, and we see that x equals 6. Okay. All right. So next you're going to have independent practice round 2. Please copy these 4 problems down in the appropriate space and solve them, showing all your work. If you have questions, please make sure you raise your hand and ask, or come see your teacher. When you're done, please get a sticky note from the desk or from the table and write the following problem on the sticky note and put it on my desk or on the chalkboard. Today's objective was the learner will be able to solve multi-step equations using their knowledge of like terms, the distributive property, and inverse operations. Please make sure to turn in your graphic organizer when you complete this video, and go back into the classroom account and mark the video as done.